They may take our wives, but they'll never take our freedom. I don't know if William Wallace actually ever said that, but it's a great phrase, isn't it? They may take our lives, but they'll never take our freedom. Paul, the bloke who wrote Galatians, might not have put it like that, but the emphasis is there. Freedom. Freedom is something that is really important for Paul in writing this book of the Galatians, or this letter to the churches in Galatia. And in chapter 5, verse 1, he says this: "It is for freedom that Christ has set us free." It is for freedom that Christ has set us free. What a glorious statement. And then he goes on to say, so stand firm and don't allow yourselves to be enslaved again. You have been set free, so be free. Now, if you've been set free, why would you want to allow yourself to be taken back into slavery? Well, there's some interesting stories about that, and some are in the Bible, strangely enough. In the book of Exodus, we see the people of Israel being taken out of Egypt, where they had become slaves. But in their journey out of Egypt, and in the time between leaving Egypt and heading into the promised land, there are times where the people are saying, can we go back? Things were better there. We want to go back to slavery. And Paul doesn't want his new friends in Galatia to have that experience. What is he concerned about? Well, he's concerned about their loss of freedom, that they're losing their freedom in Christ, because there are others who are saying, well, now that you are a Jesus person, you need to obey all the laws that Jesus was obeying, even though that's what Jesus has fulfilled. And, well, actually, do we need to obey those rules? Here's the thing. And Todd Wilson, a commentator I'm reading at the moment, said this. I think this is really helpful. Legalism is treating that which is good as though it were essential. And that's where we can find ourselves slipping into this slavery. Something which is good, something which is helpful to us, becomes important, becomes essential, and we lose it. I think this is from the Screwtape Letters by C.S. Lewis, where the older devil was saying to the younger devil, this is how you can trip up your client, whatever the phrase was he's using there. Don't stop him praying, but get into his mind that this is the only place he can pray. That he has to be praying in that particular chair, in that particular room, at that particular time. And if you've got that into his head, he'll never be able to pray anywhere else. And then do all you can to keep him out of that room and out of that chair. It becomes legalistic to say, oh, I need to be sitting in that room, that chair at that time. That's legalism. Freedom is, I can pray anywhere. I can come to the throne of God anywhere I am, at any time, at any place. That's freedom. So freedom from law, freedom from circumcision, freedom found in grace. It is for freedom that Christ has set us free. So be free. Free to do what? Free to love. You are free to love. This is what Paul says in chapter 5. For in Christ, neither circumcision nor uncircumcision has any value. The only thing that counts is faith expressing itself through love. That's it. That's what's important. That's what will count on the final day. Faith expressing itself through love. Not circumcision, not uncircumcision either, but faith expressing itself through love. It also means that I am free to live separate from those things that would enslave. And Paul gives a list. The sinful nature, sexual immorality, impurity, debauchery, idolatry, witchcraft, hatred, discord, jealousy, fits of rage, selfish ambition, dissensions, factions, envy, drunkenness, orgies, and the like. I can be free to live separate to those things. And then I can be free to be like this. The fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control. Against such things there is no law. And oh, the freedom of these things. So, be free. It is for freedom that Christ has set you free. Free from law. And if you want to know a bit more about that, go back to this video.